What's up going on YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy DJ BIGRED. Running to go get some coffee this morning. So I pulled up in the Dutch Bros. You know, I'm been Dutch Bro. I see I also got my favorite shirt on, so I run favor too. So every now and then you gotta go make a little change. So you go and run some favors. Get some bread that way. You actually can do that. So yeah, I just wanted to get on my live. I ain't been on my live in a minute. Usually I be on the live playing a video game. Give y'all a little something different this time. Give y'all a little something, something that's a little different from me on YouTube. Usually I do, some cooking, probably, hanging out, chilling with the family. So I decided to go ahead on and just go live, just start chopping up a little bit, Let's talk about hip hop for a second. Before I do that, let me get my coffee in. What's going on, Mr. B? You good, all right?
What's up? What can I get for you today?
Man, get my usual.
Gotcha.
Large hazelnut iced coffee cream.
Oh, yeah.
3 times sweet.
Gotcha. 3 times sweet.
Yes,
Hazelnut.
Sir. Yes, sir. Hazelnut flavor. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Alright, so that large ice, hazelnut, cream, 3 times sweet, right?
Right.
Gotcha. Is there anything I forgot today?
We're gonna do something else. I'm gonna add something to it. I'll wait till Friday. Make myself happy. That'll be it.
Gotcha. No problem, man.
Alright,
so 438.
You got it, man.
And then, have you gotten the app yet?
You know my telephone number. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. You're good. No problem.
Yeah. 469
469
360
360
0977.
0977. Gotcha.
Yeah.
There you go. Gotcha there. Alright, now I can get you.
Alright, there we go.
Sweet, gotcha.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Alright.
And as always, this is totally optional.
Alright.
Gotcha.
Appreciate it.
No problem. And again, it'll be just after that gray SUV right there.
The gray SUV?
You
Okay.
are good to go, okay, Tim?
Cool. Alright, now, Mr. B. Yes, sir. Alright, now. Alright, so got that in. Alright, so. Oh, man. Back live. Let me share it one more time. Party people. Alright. Back live. Alright, I'm back live. I had to pause it. Try to share the live a little bit. But yes, I want to talk about hip hop, y'all. Every Wednesday, I usually get on a Zoom call with a lot of celebrities, a lot of important DJs all over the country, and some of them different countries, all over the world, pretty much. And we sit and we talk, and we just discuss a lot of the new music that comes out. And me being a DJ, being a DJ as a profession, somebody want to call me in the middle of my live, and I don't even know who that was. All right, call me back later. But no, I just want to just say, half the time, we sit and we talk about, music. We get a lot of good artists come in. They have a lot of good music, but I don't know. I lyrically, understand freedom of speech. I understand you should do whatever your heart desires. You should be able to do it. I don't care what it is. You should be able to do it. But as far as mainstream, I believe there should be a limitation on music that we broadcast over the radio. I believe that, like once upon a time, there was some music just too much for radio, to where like, hey, the only place you can hear it is in the club, you know. But I understand trending music. I understand when stuff trends, that's what it is. That's what you give the people what they want, because they're the consumer, they are the buyer, they're the people who purchase everything, and they are the ones who, you know, put, you know, money in the pockets of the artists, food on their table. I really get that, but I believe that as a there should be a control to most of the stuff that comes out. Uh, you know, I believe, you know, back in the day, you know, you had A&R reps. The A&Rs kept everything, you know, going for everybody. They kept it, you know, kept it player, kept it tailor made for everyone, you know. And the thing is, you know, you catch a lot of people who tend to push the narrative of what's going on now. And when I look at the narrative of what's going on now, I look at the the vibration and the energy that the music broadcasts. You know, of course we had bad music through every generation. I don't care what generation, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. But a lot of those songs never made it to radio. They were in the back end of everything. You know what I mean? It was a lot of this stuff that was, I mean, I want to say it was like, you know, stuff you had to go to the hole in the wall to listen to. You know, you couldn't hear it on the radio. You know, because yes, there was a basically a control. You know, that what you could hear and listen on the radio, but you had to listen to those. You had to buy it. You had to purchase it in order to hear that. You couldn't just get it over the radio. But now, with the internet, you know, it's everywhere. So I don't care where you turn. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love creativity with music. I love the challenges that, you know, artists face just to be heard over the radio. I'm just not saying I love the challenge, but I love it to where a person actually make it. That's what I'm talking about. Like when a person actually, you know, from the hard work of grinding, of putting everything together, and finally, you know, rise to the top. That's one type of you know, triumph, of feeling that I understand that most people, you know, don't understand, but it's a great feeling for them. But at the same time, when I say a lot of these record labels are pushing the narrative, they're pushing the narrative of the more, let me just get down to the point. It's just too much sex and too much, you know, vulgarness in music. I don't get me wrong. I love it that people can express themselves. I said this before. I love it that people can express themselves. But I understand that, you know, it's like the nastier you get and the more ratchet that you get, the more popular you become. And I look at that, and when I look at that, they want to make that, you know, let's rewind it back to who our role models were. All right, kids are trying to see who's famous, and they want to be like that famous person. Let's go to athletes. You got Michael Jordan. You got, you know, you got Patrick Ewing and Karl Malone's and all these athletes that people want to become. They want them to set good role models out there in the street, so they won't be, you know, these bad examples, you know, so kids can become good law-abiding citizens. And then you look at all our, you know, civil rights leaders, people who want to become civil rights activists in the communities. We look at those people. We see them, you know, these people exemplifying, you know, the perfect role model. I don't want to say perfect, but they just want this displaying, you know, being activists and then being, you know, showing leadership, you know, doing right, you know, and that's one thing that I look at now. if you got these little kids looking up to somebody, looking for a baby daddy, looking for ratchet guys and guys that's in the streets that's just, doing the wrong, and that's the type of people that, okay, this is what these people are rapping about. That's what I need to be. That's what I need to become. You know, and that's the narrative that I'm looking at they're trying to push on the black community, and there is one of the number one things right now. But and I hate to say this, but by us not liking it, it's kind of dumbing it down a little bit. So it ain't, the more ratchet, the more vulgar you're getting. A lot of people can't let their kids listen to it. So guess what? The kids, and them, keep this in mind, kids is what's keeping people paid right now. If the kids like it, the kids are gonna keep money in your pocket. But when it's the parents telling the kids they can't listen to it because it's not a cleaner version of the song, that song starts aiming down. And then I look at a lot of rappers that's, the male rappers, we pretty bad with it too. We the one who started it. It was the male rappers that enticed the female rappers to get out there in the game and start rapping. And guess what? They say the nastier you are, the freakier you are, the sexier you look. That's what they want. That's what the industry wants. That's what men want. That's the fantasy. They want to listen to, it's almost like a manifestation of those rap lyrics of what a person wants. And you keep rapping it over and over and over again. That's what usually happens. So my practice with hip hop is we gotta support good rappers. We can't always support the ratchet, the bad. Support some good rappers out there. There's some rappers out there that got bars. There's good gospel rap out there. There's good, How you doing? Large hazelnut? Yes, that'd be me.
Extra sweet times 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, got you.
All right. You have a great one. Appreciate you. All right. Got me right. Morning coffee. Got that in. But yeah. But that's like I said, that's neither here or there on hip hop. All I ask is just we gotta get better with this music, y'all. Music gotta be a whole lot better. Because if the music don't become better, our kids are doomed. And when I say the kids are doomed, because the kids are gonna follow everything that we put out there. Just listen to the dances. You tell them what to do in the dance, they're gonna do that dance. Let the beat be hot. Let that system. When I say system, I mean the beat pattern, the sound, the frequency. Those are the things that keep everybody hot. That's what keep everybody relevant. If you ain't keeping up with that frequency is basically, once you find that frequency, you'll get in the algorithm and you'll start climbing too. That's the thing. I noticed that myself. Every time I post a video using the same frequency, the algorithm that everyone else have out there, those videos get more views than anything. Let me put something positive out there. It don't go anywhere. Nowhere. 1 view, 2 views. And I'm the one viewing them. You know what I'm saying? So, because I'll go back and double check how many views it got. So that's one thing I can say, that it's a tough situation out here with hip hop. Like for my rappers that are actually good rappers. I got one guy that raps that I support heavily, J Cash the King. When I say this guy he's a good guy, he got some good lyrics. I mean, yes, he stick with the narrative, but he ain't finna wear you out with it. If I tell him to go back and do a clean version so he can perform it in front of kids, go back and do a clean version of it. That's what you're supposed to be able to do. Once you go back and do those clean versions, you should be good, you know. So all I ask is that everyone in the hip hop industry, let's make some good music, man. Let's make some good music. Make some good music where it becomes timeless. You know, we always discuss that music today is so manufactured. Again, like I said, it's the algorithm of the frequency that pops out. All of it sounds the same, so a lot of the music won't even become timeless at all. This will be something that we hear today, and we'll go back years later. Like, oh yeah, I remember that. But is that person gonna put that in their playlist and keep it going? Probably not, because someone else heard it and they played it, and it's probably a one and done. So you know, you gotta listen. You gotta start making timeless music. It's some music we can listen to that we're like, oh man, I can listen to this song again and again and again. Sometimes it used to be the where you could go buy the single, and that's all that's on that cassette tape or a DVD or album. It was the single, but the single had different versions of it. That single had, you know, it had the remix, it had the acapella, the instrumental, it had, you know, the uptown remix, the slow down mix, you know. So it was so many different versions of that song on that single, you know, and you could enjoy it, you know, again and again. But like I said, some of this music that these people are making are not timeless, and where it's basically gonna be something that you would probably see in a commercial or maybe in a movie or something like that. And I can tell you that, you know, because I hear it. It's a #1 hit now, but will no longer be a hit 5 to 6 years from now. Song can never be heard of again, you know. And you want to make sure that whatever you make or produce, that it's a hit record, you know. Take your time with your music, you know. There's a vibration that comes from that music, and someone gotta feel it. And when you get millions of people feeling your music, you really are a true artist, you know. Some people have it, some people don't, and they call it the it factor. So with hip hop, the artists who really have the it factor have bars, really true bars, lyrically, you know. Your Kendricks, your J. Cole's, the Baby. I'm sorry, not the Baby, Lil Baby. I'm sorry. Lil Baby is lyric. The dude is like Future. He has some good lyrics. Drake got good lyrics. You know, Lil Wayne, great lyrics. True enough, they are a little bit on the raunchy side every now and then, but you can go to selected songs to where, because again, everybody got to push the narrative. That's what everybody's on today. Because I remember back in the day, you wouldn't dare hear anybody say anything about fellatio at all. Men giving fellatio to women, you know, oral sex on women. They wouldn't even do it. And if they said it in a song, pretty much they would cuss a chick out in the rap, talking about she want me to do this. You know, most dudes wouldn't do it. You know, most women wouldn't do it. You know, most women would talk about doing it. So, you know, and it's funny because, you know, if you go back, you know, keep this thing a buck. You know, most races, that's one thing that, you know, most black folks weren't trying to do. You know, they weren't trying to do that. So they wind up watching some porn and seeing no porn and all the day, hey, but maybe this is something I should be trying to do, you know. But to see that and to actually listen to that. Now you gotta realize lyrics give people vision. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that people hear, they visualize it. They really visualize this stuff. And that's facts. A lot of times you hear a storytelling rap song, that story is in that person's mind. No cap. It's gonna be, I saw the rap song in my head. I didn't even see the video, the rap video, but I made the rap video in my mind because we know what the things that this person said and what it would look like in real life, you know, because we've seen it before. So that's one thing I gotta tell y'all. It's just the fact of, you know, when you visualize it. So what tells me is horny teenagers is gonna listen to this music with the extraness. You know, we had our moments growing up, listening to R. Kelly, 12 play, all that stuff. And you know, we listen to a lot of that stuff. We listen to a lot of ratchet music because we were young. And when you're young, you want to hear that stuff. That's why right now you hear it all over the radio. It's all over the radio. They even make an exception for it. What's the song? Lizzo? Oh my God. I can't believe the song is on the radio. That's one song that's made for the club and made for your own listening. That song should be something that you can listen to on YouTube. You select to hear that. You know, that'd be a number one song, but like, it's number one. Hey, it should be played on the radio because people really like this song. So we gonna play it because that's what the people be listening to. Like, should be a limitation. This dude should go back into the studio, redo Lizzo, and make it extra clean, if possible, so it can be good for radio. That's what they used to do. You remember back in the day, it was 2 versions of a song. 2 versions. That was the dirty, that was the clean. And they would go back into the studio and change all the words. It wasn't a bleep out. It wasn't a pause out. It wasn't a, some songs had the little or whatever little funny noises, but they used to go in and make the artist do a whole entire clean version of this number one hit so it can be played over the radio with no interruptions. So, and I understand why people I want to hear the dirty version. You don't have to. The lyrics are still the same. The beat is still the same. Why you gotta hear somebody say ass, fuck, and shit? And I just don't get it. It's like the song ain't cool anymore because this person didn't say, I don't give a fuck. Come on, man. You can still, it's the same thing. I don't give a what. You know, it's still cool. It's still all right, but somebody just gotta say that cuss word. So, all I'm asking, this is just my because I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Not gonna hold y'all long at all. But all I ask, hip hop community, it's your boy DJ BIGRED. I'm gonna take one more sip of this coffee. Hey, if y'all got a chance, stop by Dutch Bro, get y'all some Dutch Bro coffee. Some of the cheapest coffee in town. This is a large for $4. $4 for a large coffee. Compared to my cohorts charging $6 for a little cup of coffee. That's crazy. It's over 32 ounces of freaking coffee, man. 32 ounces. And that's another video. But all I need is for my people. Let's do better with our music to help keep our future safe with our kids. You know, because our kids are listening to this. And I'm shocked. My kids, I listen to my kids' playlist. Half this shit that we listening to on the radio, my kids don't listen to it because they daddy don't listen to it. They listen to R&B. They listen to rappers with bars. uh, I can't think of the name of the kids, but they listen to the YouTubers that do the clean music, that rap and drop bars, and they listen to freaking what's this anime music. So I mean, I'm not worried about them. I worried about everybody else's kids. Because again, these labels are pushing the ratchetness. They want the more ratchet, the better. They know if they see these role models out there, guess what's gonna happen to our kids? Your child is gonna grow up and wanna be like Sexy Red. Your child is gonna wanna grow up and be like Lotto. Your child's gonna wanna grow up to be like the baby. Your baby gonna wanna grow up and be like Lil TJ. You know, they're gonna be one of these rappers out Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, all I'm saying is rappers start dropping bars. Start making good music. Make timeless music. Music that'll last generations. We can listen to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Music that was made during the 70s. We can listen to Marvin Gaye. Music that was made during the 60s. We can listen to Sam Cooke. We can listen to all these people. We can listen to Chuck Berry. Little Richard. Still today. Music was timeless. Make timeless music. Music for generations. So no one have to sit back and hide from it. We don't want like, oh, can't play that. Make music your grandmother can listen to and be proud of. And I know some of these grandmothers are cut from a different cloth. These young grandmothers are a little different. My wife is one of them. She's one of those grandmothers that like the ratchet and the runchiness and all this good stuff. I understand the new grandmother's a whole different bag. But we talking about music for Big Mama, not Gigi. Gigi's are different. We need music that Big Mama can sit back and listen to, which is say, okay, all right. Give us some of those songs. Let's do that. And my last thing, rappers, we gotta stop the beef, man. Stop that beef shit, man. People love controversy. People love drama. But if you gonna do beef, keep the beef just like we do verses. We love each other. We love, it's a whole community. Rappers last year was the most dangerous job in America. More rappers died last year in the first part of this year than any other profession that I know if you wasn't in the military fighting over in Ukraine and Russia. All right? You guys, rappers are dying due to beef. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. Not gonna lie. Cause beef is, it used to be a point to where rappers could say this and say that, and we go, ooh, ooh, ooh. But gunplay wasn't involved. It was all about you tighten up your lyrics. Get your lyrics together, fool. And come back with some more fire. Cause rapping was a sport. It still is. If you a good rapper, you supposed to go after the best and put your foot on his neck and stay on it. Sometimes, like they say, the students surpass the teacher. So whoever teaches you how to rap, you better be rapping better than them. So that's all I gotta say. Let's make good music. Let's clean it up a little bit. Go back in the studio and actually put a clean lyric version of it. Don't let the DJs have to cut and scratch and knock your words out. Change the narrative. Let these people know I'm gonna make content that Big Mama can listen to. My songs will be played at every barbecue and every backyard boogie, and you can play my stuff at your school, so I can be on top. So go back and do that. Work with your boy DJ Big Red. Hey, I look. I love everybody. Love everybody in the sport. All right. So let's keep this thing a buck. And I'll see y'all next time. My daughter calling. Get y'all later.